Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be spending some time in the kitchen. We're going to be meal prepping some breakfast and lunch. We're going to share in what we're going to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner today. I've already had my coffee, which if you haven't seen that, it is exactly how I've made it in the past, for the past several months now really, with espresso, white chocolate, like latte. It's so good, which I've shared that several times. So I've already had that first thing this morning. I've actually already been out and back home. I had a doctor's appointment, just a regular OB prenatal appointment this morning. It went great. Baby boy is looking so good. Little bump. He's looking good. She did an ultrasound on her phone, which was so cool. It was like such a clear ultrasound. You could just see him moving so good. And everything was great. We checked my thyroid levels today because it's been several weeks since we've done that. It was just, I'd say, a pretty boring appointment, which is a good thing. It was just a checkup. I don't have anything going on concerning, which is such a good thing. And we're just at the point now where I'm just like chugging right along. Everything's going great. I haven't had no issues or anything. So thankful for that. But my appointment went so well, and baby boy looked so good. His heart rate looked really good, and so thankful for that. So I am gonna start meal prepping some breakfast. I'm preheating my oven so I can put some bacon in the oven. We're gonna do some little breakfast gravy bowls. That sounded so good for this week. So we're gonna make a few of those to last for the rest of the week. I've shared this before. It's been a while. So I have not been meal prepping as much as I'd like, but I want to definitely go get your schoolwork done, girl. A banana, sure. My kiddos are working on school this morning. They have been working while I've been gone, and Granna come to stay with them. But I definitely would love to start meal prepping every week. I just don't always get a chance to do that every week. All right, I'm gonna start getting my bacon prepped. I'm just gonna cook it on the sheet pan. And I thought we'd chat about how I've been feeling and all that. So I'm just gonna line my sheet pan with some bacon. I also had some sausage. I'm gonna save that for breakfast for dinner another day this week and do that then. I'm not gonna use all this bacon because I'm gonna share with the kids because the kids love bacon. So I'm going to get this started first, and then we'll get started with our potatoes and our eggs. I have been feeling so good. Everything has just went so well. I feel him move every day. I do have an anterior placenta, and I feel like I was feeling him move a little more than I am now, but regardless, I still feel movement every single day, which is so nice that I am always like reassured by that. I don't feel like I have to get my Doppler out near as often. And this is very lighthearted when I say this, but at my maternal fetal appointment, my anatomy scan last week, on my way, I told Ethan, I was like, I feel like they're gonna weigh me, and I feel like I've just lost weight this time, because I just feel like I feel like I don't eat a ton every day. I'm not a big snacker this pregnancy, but I was like, I think I'm gonna go into this appointment and I'm probably gonna have lost weight. At least that was like my hope. Definitely not, definitely not. And I say that so lightheartedly, and I've shared before, during pregnancy, I always gain a lot of weight. That's just how I am. Oh, I'm about to drop my bacon. That's just how my body is. I just always do. And I try not to get too discouraged about it, because I know that after this baby's born, I always lose it pretty easily. And so I try not to, like I said, try not to get like too discouraged by it. And like I said, I say that so lightheartedly because it's just funny. I walked out there, I'm like, definitely didn't lose weight, definitely gained a few pounds. All right, I'm gonna get this started. We're gonna cook this on 400 for just until it's crispy. I like my bacon pretty crispy, so probably about 20 minutes or so. I am now gonna work on chopping up some potatoes. I am now about halfway through. Especially, I know that I know I'm not gonna make it to 40 weeks. I think it'd be awesome if I could make it to at least 38, which would be a record for me. So I'm definitely at least halfway at this point. So I'm so glad for that. I'm so glad to have a normal anatomy scan and know that baby is healthy. I'm just cutting up my potatoes kind of small, about like this. We're gonna air fry these, season them good, air fry them. All right, I have 3 potatoes I have diced up. I'm gonna, hold on just a second, babe. I am going to put some olive oil in here. And then I'm gonna do some Kinder's The Blend as well as some paprika. I typically do onion powder in here as well, but I'm pretty sure I'm out of onion powder. So all this together, and we're gonna throw this in the air fryer for about 15 minutes or so until my potatoes are crispy. I think I might add a little more seasoning to these. I love the taste of paprika. So yummy on potatoes. All right, I've got a layer of potatoes and I'm gonna cook these 400 for probably about 15 minutes until they're done. All right, 2 more things I'm cooking while everything else is cooking up. I'm gonna do my eggs. I've got 8 eggs that I'm gonna scramble up. Y'all probably hear Cal, he's up on the counter with me. I'm just gonna add butter to my pan. I like cooking my eggs most with butter. And I also like cooking my eggs slowly because I just feel like they're the best that way. So I'm gonna scramble these up. And then I'm also gonna make this peppered gravy mix. I love this stuff, it's so good. It's not that bad in calories and fat and all that. You're just adding water to this. It tastes so good. The country gravy mix is also really good, but this is the one I typically buy. All right, my bacon is finishing up. I'm gonna divide all this between 4 bowls. So we've got our potatoes. I'm actually gonna do 3 bowls because today's already Wednesday, so it'll be the weekend by the time I'm done with these. So I've got those.
I want one of those.
You want some eggs?
No, I want one of those.
Oh, potatoes? Yeah, we can share. We can share my bowl. I'm just gonna do lots of eggs.
I want that. Why I got 2 of them?
Well, I have 3 of them because I'm gonna eat them all week. So I've got eggs, potatoes. We could do cheese in here, but because I have my gravy I'm putting over this, I'm not gonna do any cheese. And then I think my bacon is done. All right, we've got our bowls. And then last thing I'm gonna do is add gravy. Got our peppered gravy that I'm just gonna add a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna use all this. I'm just gonna add a scoop to the top of each one. And in the past, I found that these actually reheat.
I love that, Mommy.
You do? I found that these actually reheat really well.
Love
You love gravy? You wanna share with me?
Yeah.
I found that they reheat really well. For me at least, in my opinion. So here's my breakfast bowls for the week. They look so good and I am starving by this point. It's already 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna go eat one now. Breakfast was amazing. It was so good. I need to fill up my next water for the day. I've been using this cup. I got it over the weekend. It's like 26 ounces, 24, 26. And I put my element in it and I've got half a pack left because I'm gonna fill it up again and use the rest of that pack in here. And whenever I have like a smaller water bottle, I only do like half a pack and then I'll do the other half later because that I like a large combination of water compared to a pack of the element. Anyways, I feel like I'm out of breath. We just got back from outside for a few minutes. I'm gonna get started with some lunch meal prep because this takes a while to cook. This just seems so easy this week because it's like all in one. It's got a veggie, chicken, rice. It just looks so good. I love like a chicken and rice bake. This is like a newer recipe. It's very similar to the recipe that I have made in the past, but it's adding some frozen green beans in with it, which sounds really good to me. This just sounds like an easy lunch for the week, and so I thought I'd share it with y'all. I think this would be pretty Weight Watcher friendly. Definitely my breakfast was very Weight Watcher friendly. The peppered gravy mix is actually really low in points. I know many of you follow Weight Watchers and have followed me from all my Weight Watchers stuff. So both of these I'd say would be pretty Weight Watcher friendly. And so we're gonna do it is called, this is from Lauren Lane. I found it was a reel I saw on Instagram. It is old fashioned chicken and rice casserole and it looks really good. I'll show y'all the picture. It looks great. So let's get started on that. My oven is on 325. I'm gonna spray my 9x13 casserole dish. All right, we're gonna add a cup of rice. I'm doing jasmine rice because it is what I have. Recipe calls for long grain white rice. Doing jasmine rice though. 1.5 cups of water with the rice. So I've got 1.5. And then we're gonna add a can of cream of mushroom soup. We're gonna give this all a good stir and mix this all together. We're gonna do 4 chicken breasts. I might actually do 3 and do 3 servings. All right, we got 1. I think I'm just gonna do 3. We're gonna go in with some of the blend. I'm just about out of salt and pepper, so I'm just gonna add some blend to this. This is salt, pepper, and garlic. And then we're gonna do green beans. I think we're gonna do this part. We're gonna do, I don't know, maybe like half this bag. I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle them around. Yes, fine. That's good.
I need
a few more. And then, so we did about half that bag. And then we're gonna do 1 of these Lipton onion soup mixes, and I'm gonna make sure, yes, that is it. So 1 of these. Sprinkle that all over top. We're gonna cover this tightly with foil. This is gonna go in the oven for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, it's covered with tin foil, 325 for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So it takes a while to cook, so I wanna go ahead and get this started. But I did eat a late breakfast. It's already like 12 o'clock. Yes, right at 12 o'clock. So I ate a late breakfast, so I'm not really ready for lunch anyway, so I'm gonna let this cook for the next hour, a little bit over that. All right, this is done. It looks so good. I'm gonna plate this up into 3 meals. I could have probably done 4 for sure, but I've got 3 chicken breasts, and we're gonna plate this up into 3 meals for the next 3 days. Looking really, really good. Smells so good. That the Lipton onion soup mix smells amazing in here. The green beans are nice and tender. So I definitely think there is plenty of green beans and rice to make 4 days worth here. So just FYI if you make this meal prep. 3 quick and easy lunches. Pretty quick, I'd say. You just really throw it in the oven and wait a little over 1 hour. So let's give it a try. Okay, first off, the chicken is really tender in here. Super easy to cut up. So let's see if we can get, I'm just gonna get a bite of everything. Green beans. Super hot still. Bite of chicken. Let this cool off. I love dishes like this. I grew up, my mom making a similar dish, chicken and rice, growing up, and I have just loved it. It's like one of my favorites. I think the combination of like the soup, like the mushroom soup, and the rice and chicken, and of course, I don't think she made it with onion soup mix growing up, the packet to go over the top. But it's just always been one of my faves. It's so good. So yummy, super flavorful. Definitely recommend making this. The only thing is I have some left over in there because it's a good bit. So I would recommend doing at least 4 days worth. But it's super good. I came back and was eating a few more bites of the rice and green beans. This would be like the perfect all-in-one dinner too. You've got your veggie, your protein, you've got some rice. It would be so good for dinner as well. But it was delicious. I just got done eating my bowl. And definitely 10 out of 10 recommend this. It is so good. I was just eating a few more bites as I was getting done with my video for the day. But definitely recommend making it. So easy. And it'd be good for either a meal prep or also a really good dinner. Today has been the chilliest day so far that we've had. It has been, I think we've had like a high of 60 today. Earlier when we were outside, it was really chilly. So it is the perfect day for some soup. I've recently shared this. I don't think it's been that long ago. I've shared it several times in the past, but recently I shared it. But it's like the perfect day for it, and I have everything here for it. So we're gonna make the easiest, most delicious vegetable soup recipe. You will not find an easier vegetable soup recipe than this one. And not only is it the easiest, it is so delicious. So I'm gonna show y'all how to make it. It's just a few ingredients. Now we are getting this started a little early. I'm gonna let this cook for a while, and Wednesday nights are very busy for us. I've got a pound of ground beef. You could definitely do more, 1.5 to 2 pounds if you want it more meatier. I find that this ratio is really good. I think 1.5 pounds would also be really good. We're just gonna do a pound. Ground beef is done. I add a can of veg oil. Feel free to add whatever veggies you like, frozen, fresh. That would also work. We just really like these. I like the taste of these in here. So add a can of that. You can season this however you like. And then Campbell's tomato juice is the base part of it. The soupy part of it. A whole thing of this. This is a 64-ounce bottle. This is just so good. It has the best flavor. Ethan's grandmother told me her recipe a long time ago, and I have been making it ever since. And she told me specifically the Campbell's brand of tomato juice. And we are just going to let this simmer for the next probably like 45 minutes until we're ready to eat. We're going to cut it down, let it simmer, put my lid on, and that is it. Literally 3 ingredients. Like I said, you could definitely, you know, do fresh veggies, frozen, whatever you prefer, but we actually really like the taste of the veg oil. So I'm going to let this simmer for a while. While it's simmering, I am going to whip up some cornbread muffins to go with it because we love cornbread muffins with our vegetable soup. All right, Rihanna's helping me make the cornbread. All right, fill that up completely. I don't know if I've ever brought this one. I usually do just Jiffy cornbread mix all the way to the top. Perfect.
Put it a little bit too much.
No, that's good.
And then we need the butter.
The butter, this butter spot. So
wait, can I pour this?
Yeah, look, it's super hot. Woo, super hot. And 2 eggs. So I just realized I think I put too much butter in here. I measured my stick of butter wrong. Definitely put more than 1/3 cup. I think I put actually 2/3. So they're runny, but I'm hoping they cook up fine. This truly is the easiest, but such a good vegetable soup recipe. It's just so easy and just one of those dinners that if you need something super easy and quick to cook one night, it's just that meal. The kids requested grilled cheeses to go with theirs. I actually prefer just some vegetable soup with cornbread in mine. So Ethan and I did not eat a grilled cheese, but the kids really like the grilled cheese with it. And it's just so easy, so few ingredients, and it just don't get any easier than this. So in ours, we actually like something called chow chow. I'm curious if any of y'all have ever heard of this. It's so good. We just found it at the grocery store. I just put like a spoonful in there. I like to crumble my cornbread up in mine. Ethan likes to dip his cornbread in his vegetable soup. I like to crumble the cornbread all in there. And this cornbread was actually so good, the Krusty's brand. But so easy, so good. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along for my day in the kitchen, and I'll see you guys soon for another video.